Hello and welcome, and if it's one thing that we know is that mornings are very important to us here because, hey, mornings set the tone for the rest of the day.
And plenty of people don't take the time to get mornings right. And that's just wasting a great opportunity, like catching us on your screen every weekday from 7 a.m. to 8:45.
Yes, indeed. Now, the right routine will mean that you start the day motivated and mentally, physically ready to tackle whatever the day brings to you. And these two in the kitchen are absolutely ready for this Thursday, aren't you guys?
They are.
Mike and, of course, Winfrey.
Good morning. Let's get it. Let's get going.
Hello. Let's get this morning.
Oh, yo, sharply.
Anyways, yeah, my name is Emil Kwacha.
And my name is Mr. Luke. Remember, you can watch us live tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook as well, where we are at TVC Connect. We are also the same across all social media platforms, from Facebook to TikTok and also on Instagram.
Yes,
right.
And we have to dive right into today's show. Starting off the show, we have a book for review titled The Rule, a story of a young princess who had her dreams hindered by her village rules. But everything changed when she discovered something great. Anyways, Ololade Odunjo is the author, and we'll be chatting with her later on.
Now, you know, Thursdays are for art, so we will be joined by a contemporary Nigerian artist who specializes in painting. Naomi Oyeyi will be coming with some of her beautiful art pieces for a mini exhibition on the show here today. Wait, hang on. How did we get into this time machine?
Right, it feels, yes,
past.
it is actually. It feels like nostalgic Thursday. Anyways, we
Yes,
have to
it
take
does.
the weather now. Let's see what that's about.
Welcome back. You're still watching Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Winfrey Daniel Kolo, and it's time for the news. Days after the Ikoyi collapse, another disaster was averted in Lagos yesterday as the National Emergency Management Agency says it has contained a gas pipeline leak in parts of Ikeja. Director of the State Fire Service, Adesheye Margaret, says a crew from Alausa was deployed to the area to douse the gas fumes, which leaked out from a pipeline belonging to GasLink. Men of the fire service were able to blanket the fumes with chemical foam compound to forestall any secondary incident. No casualty was recorded, and normalcy has since returned as roads are now open to regular traffic movement. Now to security matters. The police says it is on the trail of gunmen who killed 2 officers conducting a stop-and-search operation in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. Attached to Mile 1 police station in Diobu, Port Harcourt, were reportedly killed on Okija Street on Tuesday. The gunmen were said to have been in a vehicle when they shot at the police at close range, killing the 2 on the spot. Outside Nigeria, Facebook has removed a post from Ethiopia's prime minister for violating its policies against inciting violence. On Sunday, Mr. Abiy Ahmed called on citizens to take up arms to block the advance of the rebel Tigray People's Liberation Front. He urged them to prevent, reverse, and bury the terrorist. A spokesperson from Facebook, whose parent company recently rebranded to Meta, said the post was removed for supporting violence. Meanwhile, a UN probe into alleged atrocities in Ethiopia found all sides committed grave abuses that may amount to crimes against humanity and war crimes in the year-long war in Tigray region.
And you're welcome for a Thursday morning here. These are the headlines that you're waking up to. Let's start this morning from a Thursday, for a Thursday, November 4th, 2021, from the pages of the Nation newspaper. Right off the bat, on the front page of the Nation, the big headline here: collapsed Lagos building, government to punish offenders. Sanwo-Olu names promises a tough action. Probe panel set up. Death toll now 24. At the very bottom of the Nation, gunmen abduct minors in Kwara, Abuni others, Owade in Oyo APC crisis. And at the very top of the Nation, North's elders on 2023 vote competent, honest leaders. They say this on page 28. And World Bank asks government to curb inflation, improve exchange rate. And gas leakage scare in Lagos. JAM remits 3.51 billion naira as operating surplus and 162 back from Libya. That's it on the page, front page of the Nation newspaper. Let's move on now to the Daily Sun. On the front page of the Daily Sun, a red alert in Abuja. Soldiers mount roadblocks, conduct stop and search over feared planned attacks. Business activities grounded as troops look for kidnapped lecturer. Again, gunmen attack Uni Abuja. And on the photo story here, Lagos building collapse, more heads to roll, Sanlu says. Gives panel 30 days to submit report as death toll hits 29, says the Daily Sun, and tension in Ikeja over gas leakage. Now let's move to our next daily this morning, and that will be This Day newspaper. On the front page of This Day newspaper, INEC will ensure only eligible voters determine next Anambra governorship elections. And, of course, vows to prosecute election offenders. IG issues stern warning, says heavy deployments to protect all. IPAC demands fairness, transparency from commissioner, security operators. U.S. threatens visa restrictions on violence instigators. And Bragbena thanks CDS police chief. That's all we have for the front page of our dailies this morning. Do stay tuned. Coming up, we've got very interesting conversation inside of our kitchen for What's Up and About. We'll be right back. And you're welcome. It's What's Up and About for a Thursday. It feels like a Wednesday for some funny reason. I don't know why, but
Because you were here last Wednesday now, so you're feeling
I was here yesterday even still, but not on air with you guys. Fantastic show, by the way, ladies.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
It's
All
always
right.
a great show.
Very interesting thing came up yesterday on social media. Of course, you know social media is where you find every sort of evil these days. But then again, hey, it's also a source of entertainment. Yesterday, someone actually outed. I don't know if outed is the word because in this case, it doesn't seem like the best use of language. Someone said something about Liquor Rose, who's the runner-up for season 6 of Big Brother. Talked about it's not confirmed yet, but the possibility that she actually has a child that she kept away from fans and viewers of the show for a whole 3 months, and queried why she would do something like that, asking whether she wasn't proud of her child and all of that. And it got me thinking regarding celebrities and what you want to put out there, whether it is of great import that she actually needed to do that. It was relevant. If I want to keep my business, my family out of social eye, then why can't I just do it? However, a lot of people came out to say she did speak about the child maybe once or twice on the show, but steered away from actually maybe talking about it extensively. But I don't know what you guys think about it. Winfrey, why are you smiling so wide?
I'm smiling at the entitlement of these viewers and oh, well, you never know. You can never actually know.
What did he ask if you have one?
Of course not. So the entitlements for me, right? I understand she was part of a reality show. That doesn't mean she has to put all of her life out there. Do you understand? I believe her life is still her life, no matter what. It's a reality show. We all know that most of these things are actually doctored. But then again, even if it's not, it's your decision to put out what you want to put out. And
So all of you are going that route.
no, that's what
It's my business to keep what I want to keep.
It's your
Yeah,
business.
isn't it? I mean,
So as I said that time when you had to do mental health, who sent you go reality show?
well, you see, the funny thing is with the word reality show, everybody expects that you are putting
Your
every
life.
reality,
So
everything
that's,
that's...
you see, that is where
Because that's the reality.
that is exactly
No,
where
that's
I'm
it.
heading to.
No, I
Because
don't
you
think
see,
so.
where did it all come from?
You
The
say come here with
concept,
your family now.
the concept,
Reality.
the concept
Reality
is,
of their lives in the house at the 3 months. That's what I see. That's how I see it.
no. So even after they are done, how do they refer to past housemates?
I don't know what...
They call them reality stars.
Reality says exactly.
They are not, no, the ex-housemates, but they are reality stars.
It's a different thing
So
if
it's
you're
more or less...
going into. It's a different thing, for instance, that okay, when they're done with the show, she decides to come out and do a reality show of herself living her daily life, as some of them have actually done in the past, and then keeps out that story away from the screen.
You know,
I feel
it's
that is going
amazing.
to be like, okay, that's not so much of a reality.
When you went for Beauty Queen
Thank you.
for a contest, you now finish it, and you never put crown on your head. You now come out, and I say, no, I don't want to wear the crown. I don't want to be Beauty Queen.
This is not
I
my
want to be a
reality.
driver.
Not my reality, exactly. Mike, thank you for that analogy. No, but the thing is here, Winfrey, that people feel defrauded because they expect to know you in and all.
I think that's
So they
where-
felt like, oh,
that's where it comes
So
from.
this is
That's
my
it.
opinion on this matter here. At the point where Glycoris is right now in her career, she has become an influencer. And I'll always say...
You call it a career?
It's a career. Yes, so
It is
Whether
a
you
career.
like it or not,
influencing
is
is a career.
Is she an influencer
You
now?
pay
Just a
past this
reality
your
star?
career
A
with
reality
video.
She
star.
is an influencer.
Hey,
She
voila.
is an influencer with a huge, with the huge, huge traffic that she has, or huge following that she has on all our social media platforms. She's a potential influencer. She has the power to actually influence people's opinions, people's lives, and people already looking up to her as a role model. Do you get? So people already trust you.
So what
They
business
trust you,
is
and
it of yours
the
if I
minute
have...
the minute they have you take away that trust.
Wait,
They
With the
will-
trust
they-
Trust is...
you-
Wait,
they-
because
you-
I have a
they'll feel
kid...
Then again,
disappointed.
people even say she even mentioned it. It's not as if she didn't mention
Yeah,
it, but
she-
she could have brought. I don't know. She could have been using it like the other lady.
should have
When
opened
the other
it.
lady, they complained that she spoke about the child too much. That she was using it at every time. Oh, because I'm a
Really?
single mom. Yeah. Now the other, I think the last season,
Okay.
she kept
Yeah.
when she spoke about it, they turned to any small thing. I'm a single mom. Any small thing. So
Emotional
now,
banking.
so like, see, the truth is you cannot please these guys. So.
True, very true.
So,
you see, I am of the opinion, like we all agree, is, look, your life is your life, and I fully look. You would a thousand
No,
things
I
about
disagree,
me.
Mike. Your life is your life unless it's business. In this
Exactly.
case, it's
So
business.
on a normal level, you should keep whatever. But like you said, you're into reality television,
Yeah.
and on that because
On
of
that
that, people
note,
have
yeah.
expectations.
Yes,
That's just
yes,
how it is.
they do.
100%
They do.
That's just how it is.
They do.
It is how it is
As
because
much as-
you went there to show your life in some way. So you expect it. So
Do you
people
think you
expect
owe people that now
Exactly.
as a TV host?
owe you. What do you think? If I thank you, eh?
No, but it's a good question because
As a
you
TV
also, whether you like it or not, you
Also,
owe
reality,
them
you
you're
are
on
not-
live
you are-
television
No, but
every
really,
day.
but
Reality.
there's a difference.
this place-
There's actually a difference.
this place-
This is not reality TV.
It's not about us.
It's not about us.
Wait. Yeah.
We are entertaining. We are giving life to people who need
You're giving
to
life.
breathe. We are oxygen. We are people like
Oxygen clean, yeah.
Oxygen.
Wash
I'm not giving you life.
So we can decide what we want to put out there, whether it's on our social media platforms or on television.
Let me give you an example from yesterday. Now, this happened yesterday. I broke my phone, as you guys know, on Tuesday. So I went to the store to go buy a new one. As I entered, I was heralded. Oh, Mazino appeal. Check out the new this and this. It's 900,000 naira. Check out this. It's 500,000 naira. This is so and so thousand naira. However, they did not know that I only had 40,000 naira in my pocket. I was so I've never been so embarrassed when I pointed to the one I wanted. How much is that one?
You see, so when I say that we're actually giving lives, I actually mean it because
I'm going to
the
get which life are you
minute that the minute you're on TV, national TV, you're seen as a mini god.
Ooh.
Yes. So that depends on how you want to take it. Thank you.
Without due respect to you, that all this thing you just spoke is not.
See Michael Jackson breeze.
What is up, mini god? Mini god, kid. I'm begging the life, mini god.
Please, let's go on a break. Please, break.
Welcome back, people. You're still on to Wake Up Nigerian, yes. With me in the kitchen is Chef Tade. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. So this morning, Chef Tade is making a very, very exquisite recipe. Yes, it's called potatoes O'Brien, right?
Yeah.
Yes, O'Brien potatoes. So it's basically a pan-fried
Yes, pan-fried.
potato recipe. So let's talk about the ingredients, Chef Tade.
We have Irish potatoes.
Yeah.
Sausages. Margarine.
Onions.
Garlic. I have a pepper. I will use this for my sauce. Chili sauce.
Okay.
We have the red bell peppers, green bell, and yellow bell pepper.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is like a one-pot dish.
Yeah, sure.
Do you mind explaining the process for this recipe?
Yes, I will stir fry my
Potatoes?
potatoes
Okay.
first before I add every other veggies. into
Okay,
it.
okay. What are we doing with the butter? The margarine?
Yeah, the margarine is just, I'll melt it. I'm not making use of oil.
Okay.
I will use...
Is that what you're going to use
yes,
in frying the
frying this.
potatoes?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, that is going to give it some kind of flavor.
Yeah.
And also, there's this sort of luster that margarine actually gives to whatever you use.
Yes.
Especially potatoes. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to glisten. Oh, I can't wait, really.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you're just joining us on the show this morning, Chef Tade is here, and we are making O'Brien Potatoes, yes, O'Brien potatoes, yeah. So you can look it up actually, just so you have an idea of what we are talking about this morning. It's not a popular dish here in this part of the world, but you might be familiar with it if you look it up. It's a very easy dish, very easy to make. Right there are the ingredients we'll be working with, and I guess let's start frying up our potatoes. Yeah. So
I have to wash this.
Okay, we have to wash the potatoes. Are we frying them with the
no,
the
we
skin?
can, but I'm not going to fry with it.
Okay, we're going to peel it off.
Peel it off.
Okay, so once we are done peeling, we're going to cut them into wedges, right?
Yeah, sure. No, dice.
Oh, we're going to dice them.
Dice,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So this is like making fried rice, right?
Not at all.
It
not
kind of
fried
feels
rice.
like it, like you're making fried
Fried
rice.
rice, okay.
Yeah, because I mean, like you have like all the basic ingredients for your fried rice, but the only difference here is the potatoes. So please, would like
Though
you
it
to
has
bring that
different
over here.
variations. Okay.
Yeah, so that
It has different variations.
Oh, okay.
You can decide to make do with seafood,
Oh.
calamari, shrimps, and the likes.
Okay.
So I'm making use of sausages.
Sausages also has its own kind of flavor that it gives to whatever meal you use it with. I'm really looking forward to this meal. And it's quite healthy, guys. Yes, if you're on the feed farm journey, I think this is a healthy option for you. You have your Irish potatoes. Can you also use sweet potatoes? I mean, like,
Yes, you
have to just stick to the Irish potatoes.
You can, but you have to, sweet potato is a little bit hard.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to
give it time. You have to steam it first before you fry. Okay, but we're not steaming this. We're just frying.
No, not at all.
Okay. Great stuff happening here in the kitchen. Pretty excited about this morning's recipe. I can already feel the excitement in the air. Can you? Yes, I can. Anyways, if this is something that you're definitely going to try out over the weekend, I mean, we're nudging towards the weekend. It's something you can definitely try. If you're at home, definitely you can also try this morning. Let us know. Send us videos. Send us your pictures. We would like to be a part of your morning food recipe on all our social media platforms at TVC Connect. You could also tag on Chef Tade at Exquisite Fingers.
No,
extravagant fingers.
Yeah.
Yes, so sorry, I'm pretty excited about this recipe. But for now, we have to head over to the couch now for Book Chat with Mzina.
Obviously, you're very excited about the food today, but I'm also very excited about our book today. Now, on Book Chat today, we are reviewing The Rule, a story of a young princess who had her dreams, hindered by her village rules, but in the long run, she actually achieved them. And we are joined by none other than the beautiful herself, Olalade Odunjo. You are welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me here.
I'd like to say there are two stories we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about this story here, The Rule, and then we're going to talk about your story, because I think yours is a very fantastic story as a writer, as a person yourself. So first off, let's talk about The Rule.
Okay.
Now, this is a very interesting book of a young girl who wanted the dream of education.
Yep.
And born into a royal family, she, sort of in some funny sort of way, couldn't get that education that she wanted. I don't know how that is possible, but you'll explain all of that to us. She runs away from her home. She comes to Lagos. She gets her dreams fulfilled, goes back to the village and achieves what it was she wanted to achieve for herself as a child with younger children back there. But first off, tell us if there's anything I missed from that short recap.
Okay, apart from her being a princess, she was a sports one. When I'm in sports, she believed everything should be done for her. This is a lady, this is a girl that believes after using plates, you throw it away.
Oh.
After wearing clothes, you trash it. I think you dispose it. She doesn't have an idea. So she felt her dreams would be easy to achieve. But she didn't know that the journey to achieve your dream is free. To achieve your dream is free, but the journey to achieve that dream is not free. So she ran away from home after her family were dethroned because she did not obey the rules. And she and her dad, they were always fighting. And the dad would always tell her, Adetoni, I'm the king. I control my subjects. And as a king, everybody respects my rules. Only you, my daughter, don't. And she would yell up and say, Daddy, that's exactly my point. I don't like your rules. I'm tired of the rules. The people that made this rule are dead. We are still living. Why must we obey? So she and her dad were always fighting.
So it gave me this idea of, I don't know, like an almost abused type of child, abused in two different ways, that she was spoiled, first of all, and then the other one that she perhaps wanted something that she couldn't get, and it was because of her family that she couldn't get it.
Yes.
The part about her going to the village headmaster, is it a village headmaster now?
Yes.
Or the village, yeah, the village headmaster, yeah.
Village headmaster.
Yeah, going to her house, sneaking to her place in baskets with the servants carrying her there and bringing her back in laundry baskets was also very, very interesting. And her journey all the way to Lagos as well. Now, in all of this, there's a sense that you're trying to convey some sort of message and to a particular target of people. Who exactly is it, and what is that message?
Okay, my first target are girls. My second target are students. Letting them know that no matter what they do in this life, they need education. They need to read. And mostly, if you are born with a silver spoon, that is fine. But you need to recreate another silver spoon for yourself, for your generation, for your country, for your tribe, for your color, for the world. So it's not just by my parents are rich, my family are rich, that is enough for me, no. And letting them know that education is the key. They need to expand their horizons by reading, not just going to school just to get educated, but expanding their horizons by reading all sorts of books they can lay their hands on.
Ololade, who is Adetoni? Are you Adetoni? Now, I'm asking because I'm drawing some parallels between the book and you. I know that you might not be from a royal home, but you're from what one could call in this day and time a very wealthy home. I also know that from conversations with you, you come from a home where you are the 35th child. Obviously, the man had to be very, very rich to have 16 wives.
He was.
So it's sort of like royalty. How educated are you? What up to what level now?
Okay, I have my BA in English language. I schooled in Cotonou, and I love literature.
So are you Adetoni?
Kind of. The rules.
There we go.
Adetoni's rule is basically the physical rules that people made. My own rules are rules that you can't say are henna rules. As an author, I have migraine a lot. This morning before coming, I vomited like 3 different times. I was feeling sick, so I just...
Or was it about being nervous on set? There's nothing to be nervous about on television.
Not really. I've been on TV since the year 2014 several times, so I'm not nervous.
Good.
So the kind of rule I'm talking about is sometimes the rules are being set as a limit. So if you can see beyond them, if you can break them, then you can achieve your dreams.
All right. So tell us about the end of the book where she actually gets her education and then she goes back to the end, to the village.
Yeah, it wasn't easy for her because she lived with a woman that made her learn the good things in the hard ways. And she thought the woman was worse until she met the woman's mother. Then she realized that the apple does not fall far from the tree. She felt a lot of difficulties, but the only thing that kept her going was the dream she had for herself. She wanted to still make her family proud. She got a scholarship to one of these private schools in America, achieved her dreams, got married to a white guy, came back to the village.
Yeah.
But she was now shocked because her parents were actually dethroned because of her.
So she had to do something to kind of like, balance that back up.
Exactly. So when she came back, she made her parents realize the world is changing.
Yeah.
If you're not going to change, then you have to just live in your own world. So she achieved her dreams. She helped a lot of girls out there achieve their dreams, brought education back to the village, and a rule that's been set for our forefathers was broken because a girl decided to speak up for herself. A girl who had a dream decided to let the whole world know the dream, and she decided to let the whole world know her name.
Wow. Very inspirational book, and I read some of the reviews as well, and everybody was talking about how this is actually a step towards achieving your dream, how it inspires them to actually do what it is that they've always wanted to do, and breaking the rules, sort of, going outside of the boundaries to achieving greatness. Fantastic, and it's interesting. When did you write this again?
I wrote it in 2019. I was writing it few months to my wedding when I was planning for the wedding. So everybody else was just thinking of wedding. I was just thinking of writing because I launched it on my wedding day.
Nice.
So
very beautiful. From a home of 36 children, how many kids do you intend to have?
2.
Only? No, do your father proud. Let's go for 8.
Funny enough, my daughter is with me. I have a 1-year-old daughter. I'm planning to have 2, but I want to become a foster mother. Not enough funny. I'm going to adopt so many children that are going to bear my name, live under my roof.
That's beautiful. That's grand. Mike is in the background clapping. Thank you very much, Mike.
Thank
hey, this is one of the easiest book chat I've ever had. I must let you know because I enjoy the book. I enjoy your personality. It's very beautiful, very vibrant, and you have more to actually tell. And to go with that theme, she's not just an author of just this one book, The Rule. Ololade has also written beautiful, A Beauty and the Brain. There's also The Dream, And there is The Pauper and the Brat,
Brat.
which you wrote while you were a copper, was it?
No, I started writing when I was 10.
When you were 10?
Yes.
Oh, my word.
I couldn't complete the storyline because I thought I lost my dad when I was 4.
Yeah, you said
I lived
so.
in different families, so I couldn't, there was no proper training for me.
Yeah.
So I wrote as 2 scripts. So when I went for NYC, and the students saw me as the brat, so I decided to just let them know that you don't have to be from a rich home to have a rich art. And there's a popular saying that says, if you don't know the definition of who you are, people are going to give you a definition of who you are not. Also, a little push can make a great difference. So we acted when I was in NYC just to sing.
Beautiful.
Before I knew it, the storylines went so viral that different schools in the local government where I served came around. I did so many programs for the children.
Wow,
I collected the local government award, collected the
beautiful.
state honor award from this book.
Olalade, thank you very much for coming. We've absolutely enjoyed this book chat. We hope to see you again. Let's do
Yeah,
another
we
book
will.
sometime soon.
Yeah,
And before
thank
you
you very
leave,
much.
let's see your beautiful daughter, shall we? Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Do stay tuned. We have more coming your way here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you for staying with us. It's at Thursday. We're joined by Naomi Onyenyi. She's a contemporary Nigerian artist who specializes in painting. And she is here with one very, very beautiful artwork. She's done more than one. You get to see a lot of them, but we are here with just one. It's great to have you, Naomi. You are welcome.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
your dress, by the way.
Thank you.
You love the color red?
Yes, it's my best color.
It's your best color. Why so and how? How is it your why? Why?
I don't know. Some people think that it is very hot. So, well, yes, it is hot.
Red
and then
is fire.
Yes,
What
it
can be
is,
hotter than
actually.
red?
And I think that it represents me as a person because I am very, very, lively. I'm out there. So I think that it represents who I am from the inside. And sometimes people see me and then they think I'm calm, but I'm like, nah.
No, I'm already scared. But it's great to have you, Naomi. You are welcome. I love
Thank
that
you
you're
for
talking
having
about
me.
colors and all of that. What inspired you to start drawing or to be an artist?
To be honest, I never saw myself in this limelight. I never saw myself doing this.
I would think you go on a runway or something.
True though. From childhood days, I've always wanted to be in the film industry. I
Okay.
wanted to act. And one day my mom asked me what I wanted to become. And I told her, and she was like, don't let your dad hear this.
How old are you then?
I was 15.
15, okay.
No, 13.
Oh,
I was
okay.
13. Thereabouts.
13.
I was
That's
13.
nice, can
I was
remember. Okay.
going 14.
All right.
And then she asked me, and I'm like, I want to be an actress. And she was like, don't let your dad hear. And then it dawned on me that apparently, while I was growing up, every time my dad returned from his journeys, he was always gifting me art stuff. And then I realized that he wanted to be an artist, but his parents, as at then, didn't want him. Then there was no exposure about art, and he had to study. He went into science, and he became a computer engineer. And so he noticed that from my little age, I was always sketching, which I didn't even know. So I was always sketching behind my books and all that. And then he was always pushing me. And then I realized that every night he would always tell me stories about Picasso and Michelangelo and the likes. And it never dawned on me until that moment. And then I spoke with him and he told me, I have seen what you actually love. And from there, I started picking interest in art. And it's just amazing how I fell in love with it. And I realized, so it was that I had the talent. It was inborn. And then, it just had to tilt me towards there.
Towards it. Wonderful. Lovely. This is a wonderful story. I was almost in tears there, but hey, come on. Let's take a look at your lovely artworks there. I saw one with horses. I saw a village landscape and all of that. We'll talk about them individually. Let's get to see some of them now. Beautiful artworks and all of that. Okay, let's start with this one. What's this titled?
This title is, I can't really remember the title I gave to it, but basically I was talking
You've done
about...
plenty. You're good. You're just like all those actresses that when they ask them, what film is that? Wow, I've done like 500 films. And you can't really, because there's so much. You're something else. You're something else. But what were you trying to pass out with that?
I was just talking about, those people that, the children that are not born with silver spoon, and they really have so many things that they want to achieve, children that have been neglected by, you know, the society. They are just there in the background for more. And as you can see in that painting, you can see the lady looking upward.
Yes,
and then
I can feel like there's some light on her or something.
Yes, and you can see she desires so much, but then, you know, she's just there. And then you can see the two faces behind, you know.
Two faces, yes.
Basically, I had the opportunity to work with an organization called Teach for Nigeria. I worked as fellow to teach Nigeria's underserved schools in low communities, and that was where this poured out from. You know, I saw a lot of children that were just there, and, you know, they deserve education, but then, you know, they don't have the funding. They're just, you know, and they are bright children.
Wonderful.
So basically, that was what inspired that painting.
There's a number I see there. No, not this one. There's a landscape I saw. It was very beautiful. Let's move to that one.
This one particularly, I painted it during the pandemic.
Okay.
And I'm just talking about, you know, when those periods where we did not, you know, when we have gatherings and then we are not actually living in the moment.
Aha, that's it. This is one. I love this.
This particular
what is this?
painting, it's just about Ibadan. So basically, I did this painting. Is
Ibadan that beautiful?
It's a 6 feet painting. I did it for, so I met...
What area in Ibadan is this? Do you know, was there a specific area in mind?
There was
okay,
no,
all right.
no area in mind. So I had a pictorial, so it's combinations of different pictures that I've seen in my...
And you've seen, and then you put it together.
I put it together.
Oh, wow.
And
I like this.
Sort of saw some children that were raised abroad, and then they were talking about how they've never seen how, I mean, they are from Nigeria, and they've never seen how Ibadan is like. They're basically from Ibadan, and I'm like, okay, you really don't know what Ibadan looks like, then I can create one. And I've seen how beautiful Ibadan is, you know, going to the rooftop areas, and then you see how magnificent it is. That was when I did that painting.
Wonderful. I see 3 horses there, beautiful horses. What inspired that one? This?
Okay, so this painting, you know, there are so many things that are chasing us. There are so many dreams.
Yeah, so.
There's so many
especially
dreams.
in this Nigeria.
you know, you cannot just be on a sport. You have to keep moving, whatever it is. Whether something is chasing you, whether something is not chasing you, you just need to keep going, keep it going. And, you know, there's things come to you when you just keep moving, and, you know, you never know what is out there.
Naomi,
and then you keep exploring.
You've been here for 1 segment, but you've done 2 segments. You've done art, and you've done wonderful motivation this morning. Let's round up with this physical piece, which we can see here. What is this about?
So this, I titled it Heal the Land.
Heal the Land.
The Healer, rather, sorry. I titled it The Healer.
Okay.
And this is a hand. This is done in oil color on canvas. And this is a hand. You can see that the hand is touching a surface. And beneath the hand, you can see the light around that hand. And then you can see the gray areas. So basically, just to depict that light is coming out from this hand, and gradually it will emanate and spread around to the gray areas. So I am trying to speak on, you know, in a society where we feel that there's a supernatural hand that is upon us, and then we are all crying and seeking for that face or that hand to come and heal us, to come and heal whatever situation that we're in. But then we do not realize that we actually need to come together and work hand in hand. As you can see, there are like links, like road maps kind of in this painting, and just trying to show that when the young and the old come together and work hand in hand, things begin to work. And then we begin to see the manifestation of that supernatural hand that we believe that is there. You know, they say that faith without works is dead. And that's what this painting is about.
You are something else. This is quite very, very deep. Thank you so much. Before we round up, what's your favorite medium for painting?
Oil color. I paint with oil color, and I make use of the palette knife. That's a knife to, you know, the way you plaster butter on bread. That's exactly how I create my pieces, with oil color, and that's creating fragments of colors to create.
You started with art motivation. Now you want to enter food. You're making me hungry, Naomi. Thank you. It was a pleasure having you here, and here's wishing you the best. See you at the top.
Thank you.
Thank you. I wish I had more time to ask more, but hey. Come on. We started with art. Naomi took us some motivation. She ended up in the kitchen, but we have Mini God and Maxi God. I don't know, Mini God.
I'm used to being a god. She's going to be taking lessons from me. Don't worry.
Mazino, brag much.
Thank you so
Really?
much. Thank you.
Really? And you teased me about it earlier on. Whatever.
It's not about us.
It's not about us right now. It's about Chef Tade. And this morning, he's making O'Brien potatoes. Yes, and let's talk about the ingredients, Chef Tade.
Right. We have Irish potatoes, sausage, onions, garlic.
Is that butter?
Yes.
That's
butter.
margarine.
Margarine?
Yes.
Oh, wait, hang on. What's the difference now? Butter, margarine. Why a preference for margarine this time?
What's the difference, Chef Tade?
All right. Butter is, you can actually use butter to bake, while margarine for cooking.
Oh, okay.
But there's some brands of butters that you can use to cook.
Really?
Yes. Anyways, well, we're getting breakfast ready. As you can see, everything is coming on really nicely. We already have our heater.
Yeah. The stove is heating up and everything. Hey, man, why are you not helping this man cut now? You know, let me get to see. That's what the problem with Let me get the knife and join you, Jerry. Mini God.
I'm a mini god.
Mini God
We
MM.
don't do
Sorry,
anything.
you.
We allow the Maxi gods do the work. Anyways, so this is basically a one-pot dish, guys. It's a very easy recipe. But for potatoes, they actually take a while to fry.
No, it doesn't take a while if it's Irish.
Okay.
But
And you said something about the potatoes being hash brown.
Yes, I said another name for it.
Oh, okay.
Call it
For this dish is hash
Yes,
brown
hash brown,
potatoes.
yeah.
Okay. So can we talk about the process for the meal?
Yeah, I'll stir fry my potatoes.
Okay.
Then
With the
add
butter.
with the butter.
What are we going to do with the sausages, though? We haven't talked about that.
Yes, that will serve as my protein.
Okay.
Yes, we'll add it to it almost the last time.
Okay.
Nice.
So, like I said earlier on, this is a pretty easy recipe. We're just going to stir fry the potatoes, put in the sausages, and we have our red bell peppers. Everything's just going in. It's a one-pot dish, and it's going to be pretty tasty by the time it's ready.
All right.
And so, this is the top of the hour, guys.
Let's go and do top of the hour.
Yes, I know. You got to allow this mini god take her time. You know, we like to take her time. Anyways, we got to go now. The next 5 minutes is going to be mind-blowing, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Now, 2 is an auspicious number in the Chinese culture because they believe that good things come in pairs. So welcome to the second hour here for great television. Hour number 2, and of course there's 2 of us.
That's
well,
the
at least for now.
mini god.
Oh God,
And
Emma,
there's the mini
It's
one.
old already, Emma.
You figure it out. Anyways, welcome to the second hour of the show now. If you missed the first hour, where on earth have you been?
Yes.
Where? Did you check out what we're making in the kitchen? The hash brown potatoes.
It'll be
Did you check it
fantastic,
out?
guys.
Well, we have Winfrey there with Chef Tade.
Yeah, this is actually looking really nice. I had to pick a few things. You won't believe what I'm chewing right now, so I won't tell you. Anyway,
Okay.
Chef Tade, how are we doing? We good?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
All right, great stuff. Anyways, my name is Emil Koche.
Yeah, tell them my name. Go on.
No, you may say your name, please.
My name is Mazino Appeal. Remember, you can stream the show live. If you have to move, all you need to do is go to tvcentertainment.tv. And we are also on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. We are at TVC Connect. We also look forward to your comments. So please, guys, make sure you're commenting on social media. We like to connect with you guys on there.
All right, and our app is also available for download on both the Android and iOS store. Just one click and you are good to go. I saw this on social media yesterday about a particular mom who was lamenting. So she sent her son abroad, and Bros is looking like a lady.
Don't be careful. Say what it is.
He's actually, I don't know how to explain it, to be honest. He's transitioning to a female. Anyways, it begs for the question, how much influence should we allow
how much consideration should
yes,
we give to the cultures and people we're leaving behind when we make these changes and preferences? Is that it? I don't know. I'm just trying to help you out here.
Oh, well, it's
Mini God and
quite
Maxi God. We should just leave this discussion on two of you. Okay, but see, look, it's the person an adult.
Yeah.
Yes, he's an
Basically,
adult.
yeah.
So when it comes to all this, then there are choices, and as an adult, they are allowed to make their choices if they understand the consequences of whatever choices they have. They are taking, and you know, we're living in it's a global village, and see, look, an adult making a choice like that, that's up to the person.
Yeah,
There's no problem with that.
Yeah,
There
but
is
then,
regulation, and it
go
shouldn't be.
ahead, Winfrey.
First of all, if it's the same picture I saw that you're talking about, that person is translated into
Let's say trust.
a creature we're yet to identify,
Oh, wow.
not a female, because I will not be categorized. But
In that same,
let me
I'm going to
just
say this
that.
about
But
it.
first of all, I'd like to say, there is no, just as Mike said, you can't control, you can't restrict, you can only pray for them. I've had
yeah, you know,
cousins.
African mother.
Oh, exactly.
I've had I saw the mother was literally going,
I'm interested in
Like that was not the
You've had
not the
cousins part.
son.
She was about to say something.
I've had people that I know that have not transitioned in that way, but I know things like, you know how religious we are here, and then they go over there and come back and they're talking about, talking about how, do you understand, talking about science, talking about all that kind of stuff. So the truth is, that's why a lot of Nigerian parents, I don't know, restrict their kids from going. They they try to control when they go. Okay, should they go? They shouldn't go so early.
They've
So
been
I think the child-
indoctrinated enough
So their
yet.
mind is super formed before they let them loose into the world. So then, even if everything is happening around you, you still have
Some form of.
something
I'll
that's
come
pulling
at
you.
it from the comical angle because I don't want to offend anybody here. But please, if you are going outside the country as an adult, consider your parents' heart condition before you make any transition
Very
to
true.
whatever else.
Yes.
We have such hard and fast cultures here. And I don't know whether coming out to them eventually is even worth it, as whether you change your preference in religion, your preference in styling, your preference in fashion, whatever it is, consider them sometimes. That's all I'm discussing.
I like what you just said also. As much as an adult is answerable to himself, understand that some people put in a lot to get you to where you are. So you have some
They
form
made
of responsibility
sacrifices,
towards them.
Exactly.
So you have to put that in mind also.
Check out like our book review today. See what happened in that case of the character in the book, where her decisions affected the entire royal family.
royal family,
That kind of
exactly.
thing. Well, hey,
Like
Still be true to
Meghan Markle
yourself.
and Prince Harry.
Be true to
that one is
yourself in the
another
end.
story.
Yeah.
That story is still unfolding. There's so much we could talk about that.
Yeah, we have.
Thank you very much. The mini gods have to rest now. This
Mini
is
and Max
this
is
is
also
the fourth day. This is when we will be right back.
And now it's time for some more news. My name is Winfrey Daniel Okolo. Days after the Ikoyi collapse, another disaster was averted in Lagos yesterday as the National Emergency Management Agency says it has contained a gas pipeline leak in parts of Ikeja. Director of the State Fire Service, Adesheye Margaret, says a crew from Lausa was deployed to the area to douse the gas fumes which leaked out from a pipeline belonging to GasLink. Men of the fire service were able to blanket the fumes with chemical foam compound to forestall any secondary incident. No casualty was recorded, and normalcy has since returned as roads are now open to regular traffic movement.
We are.
And joining us, of course, on the couch is King Wadada. And, of course, we saw his performance earlier on. His music actually shows a pristine, stylistic performance pattern, very original and distinct.
Yeah, very different from the regular kind of music. Wadada, man, it's fantastic having you here on the show. I was so excited when I heard you were coming. Hey, man, congratulations for making it this morning. I love everything. You are part of my childhood. First of all, let me put it in.
Obviously, I mean, he has a crush on you.
Listen,
I would have to say.
When you were performing, you should ask everybody what I was doing in the corner there.
Yeah, I was seeing you in the
I was doing my own
stars
reggae
skanking.
moves and everything. Great, thank you for coming. Please.
Yeah, but then it's amazing how you've kept it fresh. It feels like you haven't changed.
At
Your style of
all.
music may have changed a bit because I see that you've infused a bit of, every other genre into your music, but your style, the way your performance on stage.
You've kept it original.
It's original. It hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, we give thanks and praises to the Most High that gave I and I the privilege and style to be able to maintain the standard.
And you still have the energy.
So, yeah,
You still
because
have the energy.
everything is ordained from the sanctuary of the Most High, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
great.
talk about your music and the fact that it influenced so much. It influenced everybody during the early 90s, late 90s, even up until the early 2000s and everything. And reggae is something that, whether you like it or not, it speaks to the soul. However, today we don't get to hear too many people who are interested in reggae. Not very many people are playing reggae and all of that. Do you think there's any influence that you can give to these young guys so they know what they're missing out on?
Yeah. Like we always say, you know, reggae music is the root of all music. And it's the kind of music that everybody is supposed to embrace. But the problem we got is in the industry, I can say the media. The media, they got the power to push any kind of music to anybody, you know what I mean? Whether hip-hop, high life, akbala, whatever, reggae music, it boils down to the media. So the kind of people we got in the media these days, most of them are the young mind. They don't, some of them don't think deep. You know what I mean? So the kind of people we got in the media, most of them like to feed people with one style of music,
which is the Afro-pop.
Which is not supposed to be like that.
Okay.
A good and a talented media man should be able to go around. You know what I mean? To feed people, because everybody got their own style of music.
So quickly, I would like to hear your thoughts on the reggae music industry right now in Nigeria. Where do you see? Do you think it's thriving? Do you think it's not? It's just going at its own pace?
Has it gone underground?
Has it gone underground? What are your thoughts?
No music gone underground. Not to talk of reggae music. Reggae music is still on top, you know. Like me, we always say, we keep saying it, you know. The media got to embrace it, you know. It push all music. It's just like, for instance, let me use this language, borrow this language. When you continue to eat eba from January to December, you know what's going to happen to you.
But we don't
so
see
you mix it. You mix it, you know what I mean?
That variety.
Man.
Well, if you have to compare the new contemporary artists now, we don't see too many reggae artists.
But the one you have, then you patronize them.
Would you?
They got their fans, you know. I can say reggae music got the largest fans.
True.
All over the whole world.
Would you do anything with any new artists to try and push reggae music into the contemporary?
Right now I got Orisha Femi on Holy Remix. This music is
remix.
about 15 years.
Yes, the one.
About 15 years ago, you know.
Nice.
So we got remix there. Right now, the new one is coming with Two-Face Dibia title Women Like Lies.
Fantastic.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Tell me, what inspired that?
Yeah, you know, for instance, you know, like you beautiful baby now. For instance, me like you.
Lying to me?
Me like you. Me want to have you. You think that this guy is not understand that he doesn't have what I want. So I have to lie to you. Say it's my daddy that owns from this place to Ikeja. Then you will wrong.
So show us a little bit.
Then you will wrong. Come follow me. You know,
feels like. Give us a little bit of what the song sounds like.
Yeah, do it. Let's move forward. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Do I have a track?
Yes.
Or anything else.
Lie to me.
All right, let's hear you, man. We want to hear it.
I have a friend who always like to complain about his wife. Anytime he sees me, he says he has a story for me. Anytime he sees me.
Nice one, man. Keep playing.
That sounds like a lot of Nigerian men.
Man, hey, it's been exciting having you here on King Wadada.
So I still want to highlight because
it's all good.
So when the music come off, you know, you're going to enjoy it.
We're going to enjoy it. We'll look out for it. Thank you so much, King Wadada. Yes, so of course we'll have you later on in the kitchen. But for now, we have to, it's time for birthday shout-outs. Over with Mike.
We really wanted to play it out all the way so we could find our next guest on it. But hey, tell them who we have.
Definitely. Our last guest for today is Jedediah Udwak Peters, professionally known as Tito the Fire, the singer, songwriter, radio and TV presenter, content producer, and entrepreneur who has been active in the industry for over a decade.
I don't think a decade sums it up. It's more than a decade. It's been a very long time.
Pay
Tito the Fire, welcome, man.
Good morning.
That's
good morning.
a brilliant shirt you're wearing.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
Good to finally meet you after this very, I mean, it must have been, what, a very long time.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You've been in the game for a long time. You've been an artist. You've been a TV presenter. You've been so much. What are you exactly today? Please let us know so that we know.
Tito the Fire, the singer.
We know what
The singer.
questions.
Okay, did you shed off all those other titles? Or you just absorbed them?
Well, you know how it happens. Everything happens on the same stage, you know, but right now I'm on the microphone stage.
Yeah, nice. The video we saw, what was that? We were getting to the part where it shows you in it, but do tell us exactly what that was about.
So that was the World Yoga Day 2021. The United Nations commission a day every year for yoga. And the Prime Minister this year said he wanted artists from all over the world. So I was selected for Nigeria.
Nice.
And we had Indian stars. We had, you know, people all over the world who featured on the track.
Oh, nice. The video actually looks really, really different and really nice.
Yes, it did.
Okay, good.
Well, let's talk about your career. First off, you've been on in the public eye. You've been on our TV sets for as long as I can remember, from the late 90s, if I'm not mistaken. And you still look so young, by the way. Winfrey doesn't believe that. Oh,
yeah, he was trying to explain to me that, oh, you've been in for a while. I'm like, oh, wow, really?
Because she's like, she doesn't look that old. I'm like, Tito. But we've seen so many people who have transitioned from being in front of the camera into everything else. For instance, we had Procardi only just on Tuesday here, and she's transitioned from being in front of the camera to being a DJ, also to being, she also has a track out. And so do you as well. That transition, is that the career path that I, for instance, should be looking to go into as a TV host myself? I don't know, I can sing too. I can sing. I don't know, Tito, what do you think?
Okay, so I think most times you have a passion. I mean, when a person is born, your mind, body, and soul drives you towards something that you think your spirit will do well with and be comfortable with, right? So sometimes it starts from music. It started from music for me, right? And in trying to get to meet musicians, meet Daniel Wilson and the rest of it, people said, but you can talk, you can go on TV. So it took me to TV, took me to radio, and all of that. Much later, I still went back to, you know, do the music. So it can take you through different traverses.
Hey, did you enjoy, though, being a presenter?
For me, I think I was more of the person who's passionate about radio because I felt like you can be more dramatic with your voice than, you know, the face. You see everything, but
I agree with you.
You want to communicate more with radio and stuff like that. But hey, TV kind of found me most of the time.
I feel shaded in some kind of way, but okay, no problem, it's fine. Anyways, let's talk about Kokoro, which is actually your latest project. Tell us about it. I mean, we were asking a question about it earlier, but give us what it's really about.
It came from that point where I was coming out of, you know, like, let's say a mountain and a molehill, right?
Okay.
And, you know, all that energy had to go into one record, and that's where Kokoro came.
What's the meaning of Kokoro? What's the concept behind the song for calling it Kokoro?
Kokoro is insect, Yoruba word for...
There's a lot of that.
There's a lot of color, a lot of verse. That's nice.
That's beautiful. Wow. So, hey, tell us a bit exactly about that frenemy of yours that inspired this song, because I figure it's a frenemy. Is it? Tell us
a lot of scenarios. So we try to capture like different aspects of life where that can happen, right? So like we had the mother-in-law situation at the start of the video. We had the club scene where, you know, the manager and the artist and stuff like that. Then, you know, just different areas where there's a kokoro somewhere, you know.
So whatever is sweet has that bitter aftertaste perhaps sometimes, or something that's...
For you, is it sometimes, or do you say like every situation will definitely have that kokoro effect?
I think it's part of our growing up, our journey in life, right? The journey is never complete if you don't have bumps in the road. So we just need to know how to get over, you know, them.
And what have been the bumps in your journey in life?
A lot of them.
Yeah, give us one or two. One or two.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I can't even think
but
of
there are
one
plenty,
now.
but you don't know.
There are plenty, like...
It's okay, it's okay. It's fantastic having you here. It's like a blast from the past, and then to see that you're still in the game is also very, very encouraging for a lot of people. So after this track, Kokoro, what should we be expecting? An album or something?
Okay, I always love to have a body of work, right? But definitely, I would want to do a remix of the song.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, but there's a challenge going on now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which, you know, I think you can even do,
What is it?
So it's a Kokoro challenge, you know, like, Kokoro Tunjefa. you know.
Oh, okay.
Idea follow, you know, like, and people are jumping on it.
Okay,
a lot
nice. So it's a
online.
hashtag?
Hashtag is Kokoro Challenge. Yeah.
Hashtag Kokoro Challenge.
Oh, nice.
We are going to jump on that.
Yeah, man. You know,
Real
it's just-
soon.
Don't spring it.
So let's do another break here with Tito the Fire's track, and we'll be back inside the kitchen where we'll get to taste whatever's been happening in there since morning.
All right. Nice one there, Tito. Well done. Well done. Same sound. No, hasn't changed over the years. Anyways, welcome to the kitchen. Of course, this is King Wadada. And we have Chef Tade and Winfrey over there, which of course.
Hi.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, so Chef Tade this morning has made for you O'Brien potatoes.
Wow.
Yes. It's not our conventional meal as Nigerians, but it's something that you would love.
Colorful
I would
and
like you to
smells so
please
great.
have a taste and let us know what you think about it.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, and of course, yes, there's a sauce to go with it. I'll get the spoon that you can use in scooping out the sauce.
What do you call it again?
Yes, potatoes, Auburn potatoes, yes.
Auburn potato.
I
Yes.
think I have to thank the cook, you know, not respect, you know. And I want to use this opportunity to invite Sonaki to come and join with me, you know, saying...
That's your fans.
This is a food, I can call it spiritual food, prepared for Sonaki, right here at TVC.
Yeah.
Sonaki to the world.
Sonaki.
Say Sonaki to the world.
Sonaki to the world. Yes, well done,
Sonaki
Tito.
to the world.
So let us know what you think about the meal. You have tasted
Okay,
it.
first of all, before eating, I think this is very colorful.
Okay,
You know, I like
great.
colors. You
Oh,
know.
nice. I
Yeah,
can
those
see
are your
that.
shirts.
Yeah. You know, and I like sauce too, so this is gonna. I'm inviting everybody, like the whole world. Let's do this
Yeah, let's
together.
enjoy
you
it,
know.
right? Great.
Yeah.
So please have a taste. Go ahead, King Wadada.
You know, King Wadada is a spiritual man. I'm a vegetarian, you know.
Oh, okay, okay.
So when Tito tests it, I'm already eating.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So like my boss used to say, so as Mr. Sonny Robinson and
Okay.
All right, so-
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm already eating.
Yes.
Yes.
Tito,
Yes.
go ahead. Let us know what
This
you
is
think. You like it?
tasting-
Love it?
Very nice.
Oh, nice. Great.
Yeah,
And
very
thank you
good.
so much for being here. Thank you. We appreciate the both of you. Thank you, Chef Tade. You have been amazing. And, of course, we have Mazino and Mike on the couch. Any final thoughts?
Sonaki to the world.
All right. Thank you to all our amazing guests for being here today. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And Winfrey.
Definitely, same time, same station tomorrow. So make sure you keep it locked right here. Do not touch that
And
dial.
it is game.
It's
All right,
game
you
day
all have an
tomorrow.
amazing day. Thank you. Bye-bye.